Pere Underwood with Just Ask Pere here, and today I'm answering the question of how to pick the right therapist if you feel like your partner is a narcissist or has narcissistic tendencies. So it can be so frustrating to go into a couples counseling session and have a therapist that does not know how to handle those situations when you're working with a narcissist. Well-intended therapists get caught in this all of the time, so of course it doesn't make them bad or anything like that, but it's really important that you find someone that knows what they're doing. Frustrations that can happen if the therapist, this is not their wheelhouse. These are some of the stories that clients have told to me, and frustrations either maybe you've gone through and have already experienced or something that you want to avoid. The narcissist can absolutely dominate the session. So they might use the entire session to talk about how wonderful they are, what a great spouse they are, what a great parent they are, or they might dominate the entire session time of what a victim they are of the relationship and how they've hung in there with you throughout all of this, even though you've treated them so bad. But regardless, they're dominating that session time. I might already start, you might be thinking, oh, you're speaking to me right now, and I already know. So that might be a frustration. Another frustration is they might charm the therapist. So if it's the therapist is of the opposite sex, they might really charm them and just be so charming and kind of win them over. Or maybe they're of the same sex and maybe they almost like befriend them and start talking about relatable things that they both do. Maybe they both play golf and they're talking about golf scores, and you're there to fix a very broken, distraught relationship. And so these things can be so frustrating if you are not on the lookout for finding someone that knows what they're doing in the front end. So how do we do that? I would look for, when you're looking at all of the profiles, I would start looking and weeding out therapists based on the language of their profiles. And so if they have experience in domestic violence, family violence, women's issues, if they say anything about boundaries, that's like golden language, those are the therapists that you want to go ahead and start reaching out and looking further into. That's a big thing. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Then you want to start seeing, are they implementing those boundaries in the initial parts of therapy? So if they say they're going to have a 10-minute consult time for you, are they on time? Is the 10-minute consult 10 minutes, or do they allow that consult to be 25 minutes because your spouse kept talking, right? Are they comfortable with setting those boundaries from the get-go? If they say, here's the sessions that I have available, and then maybe your partner says, oh, well, actually that won't work for me. Can you do 7 a.m. on a Wednesday? And your therapist says, well, I guess I could, even though I don't see clients at 7 a.m. on a Wednesday, but yeah, we can do that. Are they already making special arrangements? I would go ahead and look for someone that is not making special arrangements and is very clear on what the boundaries of the tone is. If they say the paperwork has to be due by the time they talk to you, do they make special arrangements and say, well, it's okay, I understand your excuse of why you didn't get it done and we'll just do it next time? Because that narcissist is going to be also looking for a therapist that does not have those boundaries and be looking for that inch. It's just so healthy for the narcissist and for you in a possible future relationship for you to have a therapist that is setting those boundaries in the tone. The most therapeutic thing that you're going to get from that is you're going to be hearing that language and what it looks like and being able to witness someone setting up boundaries for your narcissistic partner. It's also healthy for them to see this is what boundaries look like, right? So that's what you're going to be looking for on those profiles. That's what you're going to be looking for on how they approach their therapy on the boundaries. And setting those boundaries with you guys as clients. The other thing is on the communication. You're gonna wanna make sure that you do not get triangulated against or there's not an alignment that happens with you on the other end. What I mean by that is make sure the communication is happening for all three people if you're in couples counseling. So there's no side emails that are happening. There's no side conversations that are happening. I've heard it all. Hey, can I talk to you for 10 minutes before my partner comes in? It's really important. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I really am just trying to protect her feelings. But if she can just wait in the lobby, I just want to spend like just 10 minutes. I need to share with you something that's going on, right? No, we're not doing that. I don't want to know anything about your partner that she doesn't know about her, right? And so are they allowing those types of things to happen? I know that's not every therapist doesn't handle that. It's my personal and professional opinion when you're working with this dynamic to say, hey, we're always gonna be on the same email thread. We're always going to have the same time together. We're not gonna have side conversations. Otherwise, that therapist is more likely to get pulled into that triangulation, just like probably your kids are, your family members, your friends, whoever are. And so those are the types of boundaries that you're going to be looking for. It's okay to ask your therapist, hey, how do you handle communication? Will we ever have individual sessions with you or all communication and sessions done together? What is your process with working with a couple? Totally appropriate question to ask so that you can save some time on that. But I would definitely interview a few. It's just as much them interviewing you, see if you're a client they want to work with, as it is for you to see, is this a therapist that will have boundaries and possibly be productive and not frustrating or non-validating for me. So I would love to follow up on telling you how to hold yourself in those couple of sessions if you feel like that might already be happening for you, how you can maybe take your space back a little bit more in those couple of sessions so it could be productive. But y'all let me know if you want me to share that too. Y'all have a wonderful day and good luck on finding the best fit therapist for you. Bye.